Mrs. Thatcher insisted on being taken to the heart of the tragedy without sparing her the grief which has touched every part of Lockerbie. On a windswept hill, she viewed the remains of the Jumbo's cockpit. Earlier, 2 bodies were found nearby. On a housing estate where several homes were gutted, she personally thanked the soldiers who turned out to help. Then the Prime Minister picked her way through the aircraft debris which litters many roads. It was explained to her that police are reluctant to quote a final death toll in case more bodies lie beneath the rubble.
The damage to this town is worse in daylight than we could possibly have seen at night. The destruction of the houses, the whole houses near the road, and the crater, and the amount of the metal and debris all around, and the many houses that must have been affected, is far worse than I thought. And one had no idea until one came, the enormous area over which debris is spread.
Mrs. Thatcher refused to be drawn on speculation about a bomb, saying that crash investigators would decide that. Amongst a steady stream of VIPs to visit Lockerbie today was the Duke of York, who left his ship in Rosyth to travel to the disaster zone. He described what he'd seen as horrifying.
Very difficult to have any message for the people of Lockerbie, apart from my sincere condolences for what has happened. I suppose that statistically, something like this has got to happen at some stage on a town. It is most sad and unfortunate that it's had to happen to Lockerbie, and, of course, so close to Christmas.
One man who both the Prime Minister and the Duke made a point of meeting was American Ambassador Charles Price, who is staying in the town for several days. Terry Lloyd, ITN, Lockerbie.